Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a topic that many of us can relate to, but not many are willing to discuss. We're going to talk about going from rock bottom to becoming a millionaire. Now, you may think that becoming a millionaire is just about being lucky or coming from a wealthy family. However, the truth is that many millionaires started off just like you, maybe even worse. So what is the secret behind their success? What mindset shift did they experience that helped them transform their lives? That's what we'll explore in today's video. Before we get into it, if you haven't already, please take a second to subscribe to our channel and join our amazing community. Now let's dive into the video. Starting off, we need to understand that every millionaire you admire, whether they're famous or not, started with a struggle. Some were broke, some were doubted, some were told they'd never make it. Yet these individuals didn't let others' opinions define their potential. Instead, they focused on themselves and worked tirelessly to achieve their goals, turning their struggles into stepping stones toward success. For instance, you might have heard stories of those who lost everything, faced bankruptcy, or experienced significant setbacks. Despite the challenges, they picked themselves up, learned from their mistakes, and bounced back stronger than ever. Or, you could look at individuals who defied the odds, coming from humble beginnings with limited resources or opportunities. Through sheer determination and hard work, they carved their path to success, proving that financial constraints don't dictate one's potential. You might be thinking, well, that's great for them, but what does that mean for me? Well, let me tell you, the same principles apply to you. Your situation, however dire it may seem now, is just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. Think about it. When you hit rock bottom, when everything seems to be going wrong and it feels like you can't possibly take any more setbacks, that's when something incredible happens inside of you. You change. You become stronger, more resilient, and more determined than ever before. In fact, I want you to embrace that feeling. Feel the intensity of that emotion because it's the fuel that will propel you forward. That raw, unfiltered feeling of desperation is your driving force. It should push you, motivate you, and inspire you to take action. And here's the best part. This feeling, this drive will lead you to a transformation that will change your life forever. You see, rock bottom has a peculiar way of stripping away all the superficial distractions and leaving you with what truly matters. It eliminates all the noise and focuses your attention on what you really want to achieve. Imagine it like this. You're surrounded by a bunch of items that don't really matter. They're just cluttering your space, wasting your time, and holding you back. But then something happens. A shift occurs, and suddenly you realize what truly matters. You discard all the unnecessary things and focus on what's important. That's the power of hitting rock bottom. It gives you clarity. And here's the key takeaway. Remember that feeling. Hold on to that clarity, that newfound focus, and use it as your compass to navigate through life's challenges. Once you understand that your rock bottom is the foundation for your transformation, you're ready to take the next step. Now let's discuss the mindset you need to adopt to turn that desperation into motivation. It's simple, yet incredibly effective. Ask yourself, how can I? Instead of saying, I can't. This small change in perspective can make all the difference. Here's the thing. When you say, I can't, you're limiting yourself. You're creating barriers and closing doors to your potential. On the other hand, when you ask, how can I? You open up a world of possibilities. You're signaling to your mind that you're open to learning, adapting, and growing. For example, let's say you want to start a business, but you're feeling overwhelmed. You might think, I can't do this. It's too complicated. There's too much to learn. But then if you shift your mindset and ask, how can I do this? Suddenly you're in problem-solving mode. You're thinking about different strategies, resources, and steps you can take to make it happen. When you adopt this mindset, you're telling yourself that you're capable of achieving anything. You're embracing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow rather than obstacles that hold you back. It's a simple shift, but it's incredibly powerful. So the next time you find yourself saying, I can't, stop and ask yourself, how can I? Explore the possibilities. Be open to learning, and don't let any obstacle stand in your way. Now that you have the right mindset, it's time to put it into action. Let me introduce you to a concept that has been crucial to my journey: the 2-year rule. When I first heard this rule, it completely changed the way I approached challenges and setbacks. Here's how it works. If you fail at something or face a setback, give yourself 2 years to make it work. Of course, there are exceptions, but this rule provides a guideline for perseverance. It helps you avoid giving up too soon on things that are worth fighting for. For example, let's say you decide to pursue a new career path. You invest time and effort into acquiring the necessary skills, but you don't see immediate results. Instead of quitting and going back to your old job, you apply the 2-year rule. You commit to giving it another 2 years to see if you can make progress. During those 2 years, you continue to learn, adapt, and persevere. You might face rejection or experience moments of self-doubt, but you push through it all. And guess what? You stick with it long enough to see success. This rule has been a game changer for me because it teaches me the value of patience and persistence. It reminds me not to give up on my dreams and to keep going even when things get tough. Now remember, the 2-year rule isn't just about blindly sticking with something for the sake of it. It's about giving yourself a reasonable amount of time to learn, adapt, and improve. It's about embracing the journey and trusting that if you put in the work, you will eventually see results. So embrace the 2-year rule. Apply it to your goals and dreams. And don't be afraid to give things time to develop and flourish. Next, let's talk about the importance of discipline. Many people focus solely on mindset, but they overlook the significance of discipline. Having the right mindset is essential, but it's not enough. You also need discipline to turn your thoughts into actions and achieve your goals. For instance, let's say you want to start a successful YouTube channel. You watch countless videos about it, read numerous articles, and attend webinars to learn all the tips and tricks. You gain knowledge, and you're excited to start. But then you realize that there's one thing missing. You don't have the discipline to actually sit down and record your first video. You keep postponing it, making excuses, and ultimately, your channel never takes off. On the other hand, imagine someone who doesn't know much about YouTube, but they have one key trait: discipline. They sit down and record video after video, even though they're not sure if it'll be successful. Over time, their videos start gaining views, and their channel starts growing. Even though they didn't have the initial knowledge, their discipline allowed them to take action consistently. Eventually, they gained the necessary skills along the way. So the takeaway here is that discipline is crucial for success. While knowledge and information are important, they won't get you anywhere without discipline. You need to take action consistently and relentlessly. So if you want to achieve your goals, cultivate discipline. Develop habits that help you stay focused and motivated. Break down your tasks into smaller steps and hold yourself accountable. Celebrate small victories and learn from setbacks. By cultivating discipline, you'll be able to turn your dreams into reality. And finally, once you've embraced the right mindset, applied the 2-year rule, and developed discipline, it's time to take action and build your future. Start by setting clear and specific goals. Ask yourself what you want to achieve and break down your big goals into smaller, actionable steps. This will give you a roadmap to follow and milestones to celebrate along the way. Next, focus on developing valuable skills. Identify the skills you need to acquire to achieve your goals and invest time and effort into learning them. Take courses, read books, attend workshops, or seek mentorship to enhance your skill set. As you progress, stay adaptable and open to change. Be willing to adjust your plans and strategies as needed. Embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, and don't be afraid to take calculated risks. Throughout your journey, celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Recognize your achievements and allow yourself to enjoy the victories. This will keep you motivated and reinforce your progress. Remember, transforming your life from rock bottom to millionaire status is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, effort, and resilience. But with the right mindset, discipline, and a willingness to learn and grow, you can achieve extraordinary things. Embrace the journey and trust in your ability to succeed. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve your dreams. And always remember that your rock bottom is just the beginning of your story. With unwavering determination and a refusal to give up, you can rise above your current circumstances and create the life you desire. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And if you haven't already, subscribe and join our awesome community. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep striving for greatness.